Hello, mates. This is Discovery Scouts, a Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Today is Saturday, August 26, 2017. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I was watching reaction to such as Crazy Brother freaks out over his car. Samantha washed his car. Um, he started to the engines on. He's not working right now. His me Martha was freaking out that her brother was considerably. They says I don't know. This ends about 15 times. He just washing it over this car with the hose former sometimes seemingly, and or car wash. She doesn't have a driver's license, or she has a driver's license with Martha. And Tony was yelling at him about the psycho waking fat kid crazy brother. Um, she's calling him for the crazy waking psycho brother or from boyfriend. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if she's watching over the freaking out of his car. He was a freaking his dad out. That was the wrong person. That's her person's just watching over inside the garage. He was thinking about the Tony's yelling at his sisters, trying to coming over from the hallway to the garage. The similar was such as from Boogie 2988, K Behind the Cameras, Charlie Day formerly, McJuggernuggets, and Big Brother, and Method of Psycho Dad, and Violet's first as knows about William, Andy, Bob. She knew reaction to Tony Tornado's like to subscribe to comments and those channels things with Patreon, streaming the Twitch, and Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Find Cameras, Cocker Story, Cocker Talk, Tumblr, and Hangouts, and the links in the descriptions. And the contents also they have the crazy brother freaks out over the car. That's just raging over the washing in his car. I always have to say I don't know what's watching and what was going on out there. So let's go to take a look at it. Let's go to see something. You know, it's like, share, subscribe. So you see this mateys? And that's what Martha uploaded it on Tony Tornado's channel. She wrote Crazy Brother freaks out over car, and it takes about 5 minutes to 45 seconds. But he just never to figure it out. He reasoned that has to be subscribed without permissions. He plays news about priority characteristics of the Crazy Brothers series. As the Crazy Brothers, from Crazy Boyfriend to Crazy Brother. And Martha has crazy sisters, and there's two of them on in his house, living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Do you know what it says? What is going on, everyone on YouTube? It's Tony Tornado. Welcome to my YouTube channels. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have a very crazy life living in the Las Vegas from my sister Martha. She can be an annoying reggae kid and we fight like brothers and sisters. Normally doing my best to take care of her, even though she calls me a crazy brother. I haven't had the best girlfriends, I prefer as a crazy girlfriend boyfriend. My video range for the vlogs to prank videos and everything in between. That was the singing. My channel is set to the beats similar to channels such as McJuggernuggets, Angry Grandpa, K Behind the Camera, Walmart Atwood, Boogie 2988, Lance Stewart, PewDiePie. I know what he is. I haven't seen it. PewDiePie. That was the new dude. No matter how much life kicks me down, I never quit. I want to be the biggest YouTuber of all time. In order to be the best, you have to be the best. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for the notifications so you don't miss the videos. Follow me on my social media: Twitch, streaming, Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Want to send fan mail? Tony Tornado Productions, PO Box 27142, Las Vegas, Nevada, and 89126. And 5 us first rules my channels. Psycho ex-girlfriend steals car, that was last year. And subscribe to the Tony Tornado Vlogs. And copyright disclaimers under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as the criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use to the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. That was it. His channel was the freakouts over his car. I also have good thinking about when the man has uploaded over his channel there with his camera thing. He didn't notice this about freaking out for his car. His car keys won't get it in, won't put it in. The engine's not gonna start right now. His power off. What he says, what did she do with his car? He's just freaking out for any time. That was so ridiculous. But I can't believe when I watched the reaction to do the videos things. And that's the commitment done sent to the TMCs. Tony and Martha was what happens there the garage. They say, "Get out! Get out!" He yells like a bird, and the eagle and seagulls, like a eagle saying, "Hey, hey." He just walk inside of the hallway, and he goes back to the garage. She gets paid for his new car, but he gets about terrible things happen about her damn thing. The taxes of Patreon, streaming, and Twitch, while they're working about 4 to 5 hours. You would think I was supposed to do something, the most important thing. That thing is, if you must to do something about the stamps social media, security explanations, maybe the social inspirations, while we're doing the video, to send it to over to uploading for the Facebooks and Twitter or Instagram, the Vine cameras. Here was a uploaded that by Martha did, and she walked out, and he closes the door, but he can't hear it. He was stressing himself out. Martha won't open his door to go into his room. What Martha says by Tony, he says, "Get out of here! Stay away from my room!" He said, "Get away from my camera!" He was filming with the camera out of his face, like a little bit, before this at any time. So he was just so different. He was kind of about stupid. I don't know Tony's gonna buy the new car. It could be about $5,000 for interesting for Las Vegas Honda. Like Tony says, I believe his method did wash it over to his car to get us about 15 minutes central more car insurance, like TV commercials. Like he says, TV commercial like supposed to do something during the MLB game, NFLs, and Pac-12 networks. It's just also they have 2 and 3 minutes commercials and trailers and TV spots. Then wanted to do something about most important thing about it. Very lucky. Tony was scared. Tony was freaking out over the rages of his Manthus washing his car. Um, his car was coming. His car was sitting there. He starts the engine on. It's not working. He won't able to his old car start it up, just because at about over the $6,500. He would think about check out the inside the engines. For right now, the car's tires also be fine. His gas was everything will be finally will get fueled and filling up the gas and fixing these problems. He understood what he is saying. He notices about Martha did his problem. She's washing it over the car without permissions. It takes so longer that over and over about, so stressing out, exhausted, very sick and tired, and a lot of bullshit washing over about rages of Tony's car. That's just Martha's bullshit. What you can do? What will she do? And she can't do that for the Tony's car, for washing over with the water, for the soap. So he's just like car wash. It was better that they could be thinking about really most important. That point is Tony was walking back inside in the hallway to say, "Get out of here!" Say, "Get out! Give me the camera." And he gives the camera and tries to steal it and say, "Give me the camera! Give me the camera!" And say, "Get out!" He yells so loud. And she walks in, and she's walked back away from him. But he goes back to the room to close the door, tries to take a nap, and he stresses his out. He just freaked out for any time. He's freaked out at all times. He would think about it really most important. But I think an analysis so much is a really bad idea, guys. So she's not allowed to wash his car in the garage without permissions. So he thinks his car windows was left in the side was broken. He leave his window open and tries to close up the window. It opens down the window to the left. That's his driver. He was permanently. He would figure out. She recently has 17 years old. She could have tell her mom about that. To give us about her driver's license, to do the books and test and learning how to drive. Tony was supposed to do something about raging over car accident, trees, and messing up those hallways, living rooms, the kitchens, rooms, and garage messed up all of the stuffs, and his garage should be cleaned. So they remember that from characters for the last year for Crazy Boyfriend, Millie, Martha, and Tony did. He was raging over the refrigerators, pushing down by Psycho, Reggie, and Crazy. He could be decided to put the camera down, to give it his camera. That's his. He chases over the hallway to the kitchen, around the living room. Martha was playing the game a lot. He walks in with Millie, what she did about for a long time. He steals the camera from her. That's his camera. That's really disappointing for Millie. She deliberately disobeyed herself. She has no idea what she's saying. I was watching over about 276 videos anytime. Tony and the Vlogs knows about Mini Amanda Jane, really such as Charlie Day, Violet versus William, Reagan Gaming, Team Queen, Bro Squad, and Reagan Dad. What they did about using the YouTube channels. He seemingly watched it about by Reagan Dad watching over the crazy brother freaks out over car. Martha was washing his car. She leaves his car open. She leaves his car window open. So really freaked out. Really his house property in the garage was flying over and about incest goes in the car was very dangerous, very kindless, very most explorers. That's an explosive thing about what he did. But Tony was supposed to do something about what did she do? She says, I don't know. She said that about 20 times. And he would have just saying he was yelling at them, talking about each other and climbing around the hallway in the garage. This says get out. He said get out. She tries to move back out of the way for his car. He was at that accident. He washed it over his car with the water on it. She looks like about working out for inside the garage. His car was just so cleaned, and he's rigging over about the freak out and psycho fat kid crazy brother. She calls him, says, psycho rigging fat kid crazy brother. She said that already. She's following him. He's close to the door, and lock it, for she can't hear it so loud. And they have to do to stop her for his car. That would be damnations. That would be the mystical for washing over his car, washing over these reasons, washing over the Tony's car, washing over from Martha did. What she did. Boom. How she know that? How she know about the crazy brother? Plays as a parody characters like movies and series. I don't know that should be a problem. I usually understand. But I can't understand for crazy brother freaks out over the car she was riding by Martha did. She was described like such as the Sparky the dog, the wonder dog. Sparky the Wonder Dog I was subscribed was testimony about road contest of the day. Such as over the outrageous over about Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, refined cameras, Twitch, Patreon, and streaming gaming channels here. Cocker Story Talk, timeline, and hangouts and contents and links in the descriptions for socialization, social media, security, inspirations. Subscribe to more anything about for really contents of the day to send it to the VidCon next year, summer 2018, guys. So that's really gonna have the really most surprise to see everybody to good to heart. It's getting ready about decided to scatter around with about 35,000 capacities, including 50,000 capacities in total. Booyah! I usually they have really excited to see VidCon until next year in 2018, 123 days still. That's why my exactly was May 1st with August 31st. That's where we're gonna exactly where supposed to be. That's why we hear something really else to do, really assignments to a lot of the young people on running with stampedes. That's what Tony the very assignments probably including the actor, the YouTube channels, Logan and Jake Paul. You usually decide of his best friends ever. He can make it over the belt for the last 3 days to spend a night here, and for 4 days to spend the night at the hotels. That's the official name tag problems. That's kind of very excited. Booyah. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe to my content. You can follow links in the description to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Find Cameras, Twitch, streaming page, all sorts of media, Cock gaming channels, Juggy stores, Cock story, Tom Allows, hangouts, and the new friends and families that included in children's, men's, and the women, and the kids, actor, actress, director, people's, and MTV's awards, Teen Choice Awards, and Golden Globes. That goes to the next year, 2018, during the January. So 4.5 months. That was fast. So I was thinking about Golden Globes next year, January 2018. So I was watching over the ABCs without the Chris Hemsworth, Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Chris Evans, Matt Bomer still's here, Simon Halls and 3 kids, Liv and Ryan and Kelly. That would be welcome there to watching my channels. I love you guys. Feel free to death. Don't forget to watch those Tony Tornadoes as Crazy Brother freaks out over car. He was sick and tired for Martha Day watching his car around his garage and inside. He's gonna have to stop her. Don't forget to his buying the new car. That would be cost over about $8,000 per day. Every month. Every working in the days, weeks, and month, and year. I love you guys. Feel free to this. Don't forget, it's good to know to see you back. So keep it rich, mateys. Very wish me luck.